I begin with motivation. Let G be a connected reductive group over Q on H, another connected reductive group over Q, and consider an L homomorphism between the L group introduced by Ramakrishnan. Then, as says Ramakrishnan, a conjecture of Langlands predicts that there exists a correspondence between automorphic representation of H, A, Q and automorphic representation of G of AQ. This conjecture is for our children or grandchildren, but at the present time there is at least one case that is where we can try to do. That is a case of where H is an endoscopic group of G. That is, L psi is injective, and there exists a semi-sample element S in G check such that the image of H check is the centralizer of S in G check, and this is the identity component of the centralizer. The method due to Langlands to work on the conjecture in this case is to compare the trace formula for G on H. I do not explain what is the trace formula, but in this trace formula, one ingredient is orbital integral. What is an orbital integral? For instance, for G, consider an element X in GQ. I suppose X a semi-sample and regular enough. And for all in my talk, all elements will be a semi-sample and regular. And consider a function f on GA with compact support, a nice function. Then we define the orbital integral. Gg of xf is the integral of GA mod GX AQ, where Gx is the centralizer of X in G, of F G inverse Xg dg, where we show the R measure on this quotient. And the reason for which we can compare the trace formula in the endoscopic case is that there exists
more blackboards,
oui. There exists a linear application between the set of functions f gives fh, such that we can compare the integral orbitals, the orbital integrals of f on fh. This application is called the transfer, and this is the subject of my talk. Of course, because the adelic groups are essentially tensor product of group over local fields. The transfer is a tensor product of local transfer. So I consider now there is another blackboard. I consider now the local situation. The base field F is now a finite extension of a periodic field QP, and G is defined over F, and in this case the L group is G check times Galois group of bar F over F. And we consider an endoscopic triple H, S, L, Xi, where H is a connected reductive group over F that is quasi-split, and S is a semi-sample element in G check, and L Xi is an embedding of LH into LG, such that the image of H check is the centralizer, the connected centralizer. Then the embedding LXI gives an isomorphism between a maximal subtorus in H check with the maximal subtorus in G check. And by duality, we have also an isomorphism between a maximal subtorus in H and a maximal torus in G. This isomorphism is over F bar. On the action of the Weil groups, there is also a correspondence between the actions of the Weil groups. And you obtain that there exists a correspondence, an application between the conjugacy classes of semi-simple elements in H bar F on the same set for G.
Excuse me. Could you give an example of a group and an endoscopic?
Yes, I give an example. There is no white. Non. Bon, je vais faire en jaune. Yellow. An example. I take G is SO to n plus 1 split group. Then G check is a symplectic group. And the most interesting case is the case where S in G check has 2n prime eigenvalue plus 1 and 2n double prime eigenvalues minus 1 with n prime plus n double prime is n. And the centralizer is sp to n prime times sp to n double prime. And the L group of that is H is SO to n prime plus 1 times SO to n double prime plus 1. That is an example. If you remember that H and G are defined over F, we have much better that this correspondence for X in GF, semi-simple and regular. You define in the obvious way the GF conjugacy class of X, but you can define a bigger set that is the stable conjugacy class. I denote C G stable of X. That is the set of X prime in GF, such that there exists a G in G bar F, with x prime is G inverse xg. And this set is in fact is a finite union of GF conjugacy classes. And in fact, this set of conjugacy classes is a principal homogeneous space over a certain finite group, an abelian finite group, EX, that is a certain cohomology group. On this application gives in fact a correspondence between stable conjugacy classes for semi-sample regular elements in HF stable, the same set for G. It is, in fact, an application with finite fibers, but defined just on a certain subset of this set. For instance, if you consider this example, take X in GF, then X has eigenvalues on F bar, in F bar, that are of the form x1, xn, 1, xn inverse, x1 inverse. And I define lambda x is the same set, but we suppress 1. Now consider y in y prime, y double prime in HF, where H is this group. You define similarly the set lambda y prime and lambda y double prime. On the stable conjugacy class of y gives the stable conjugacy class of x if and only if the set lambda x is the union lambda y prime union lambda y double prime. In general, more precisely, if you have y in HF on x in GF, such that the stable conjugacy classes corresponds, the element y define a certain character kappa y of the finite group EX. For instance, in this case, fix a quadratic extension of F And suppose that the eigenvalues xi are elements of E, and more precisely that are elements of norm 1. Then the group EX is the subset of the element E in EI in Z mod 2Z M, such that the sum is 0. And if Y is as before, this decomposition gives a decomposition of the set of indexes. Where n is I prime union I double prime, where I is in I prime if only if xi is in lambda y prime, and I is in I double prime if only if xi is in lambda double prime. And then the character kappa y of E is the product for y in I prime of -1 EI. That is in fact the same, because of this condition, is the same as I double prime. Now Langlands and Shellstadt have defined the transfer factor. The transfer factor is a function delta Hg from Hf times Gf to C, which has several properties. In particular, it is non-zero just for elements that correspond. It depends only on the stable conjugacy class of Y and the GF conjugacy class of X. And third, if you have Y on Y on X such that, and if you consider E in EX and X prime in the same stable class as X, such that the GF conjugacy class of X prime is equal to the GF conjugacy class of X times E, because EX acts on the set of conjugacy class, then delta of Hg of Yx prime is kappa Y E delta Hg the Yx. And now we can define a certain number of integrals. Take f, a function on GF with compact support on locally constant. Take x in GF. We define the integral, the orbital integral. Gg of xf is the product of a certain factor, a normalizing factor, on the same integral as before, gx mod gxf, f g inverse xg dg. The integral of the GF conjugacy class of x. We can define the stable orbital integral. That is the sum for x prime in the stable class of x mod GF conjugacy of Gg de x prime f. And if y is in HF, we can define the endoscopic integral G, G, Hg of yf. F is always a function on G. That is the sum for x in GF mod GF conjugacy of the transfer factor Gg of xf. In fact, y is in HF. In fact, the sum is finite because the transfer factor is non-zero just for x in the stable conjugacy class that corresponds to the stable conjugacy class of y. Well, now we can state a definition. The definition is that take f in a function on G, on fh on a function on HF, then fh is a transfer of f if and only if for all y in HF you have the equality G Hg of y f is G H stable of y f. Here we have the sum with coefficients 1, and here we have the sum with coefficients that essentially are the value of the certain character. For classical group, there are signs, -1 or +1. It's necessary to say a word about the unramified case. That is, G and H are quasi-split over F, and they are split over a finite unramified extension of F. In this case, consider K an open, a maximal compact subgroup of GF on KH in HF, a maximal compact subgroup of HF. In the p-adic situation, maximal compact subgroup are not all conjugate, but the theory of Brüatit says that there exist more beautiful maximal compact subgroup that are hyperspecial compact subgroup, as though not defined, but I consider just those subgroups. And I denote by 1k the characteristic function of k, on 1kh the characteristic function of kh. If you remember the motivation where the groups are defined over Q, and if you want to prove that there exists a global transfer, in fact, for a function f on the adelic group, the local component of f for almost all p are such function, characteristic function of an hyperspecial group. And the same for h. So if you want that there exists a global transfer, it's necessary that for almost all p, the function 1kh is a transfer of the function 1k. And now we can state the theorems. Theorem 1. That is a fundamental lemma. That is GH are unramified, and P is big. Then 1kh is the transfer of 1k. On the theorem 2, it is a transfer conjecture. For GH general, for all f function on G, there exists fh on H such that fh is a transfer of f. In fact, theorem 1, the orbital integrals have, we can define the same orbital integrals for function on Lie algebras too. And there is a similar theory of transfer for Lie algebras. And we can define a fundamental lemma for Lie algebras. For Lie algebras. And we can change the base field. On suppose the characteristic F is positive. And there is a reduction. This statement implies the theorem 1. And this is essentially due to ELS. And this statement, that is, of course, the hard part of the problem, is proved by Ngo-Bao-Cho. On the second theorem, there is a similar reduction to this assertion. And in this case, the reduction is due to Langland, Schellstadt, and myself. So now, with the Ngo-Bao-Cho result, all is proved. We can consider certain generalizations of the problems. The first is in the unramified situation. Where we have a group K, KH, etc. We can define the Hecke algebra, HK, is a function, the set of functions with compact support on GF, is compact support on the B invariant by K. It's an algebra for convolution. And similarly, you can define HKH. And using the embedding L psi plus the Satake isomorphism, we obtain an homomorphism B from HK to HKH. And we have the theorem 3. That is for all F in HK, BF is a transfer of F. And in fact, this theorem can be deduced from theorem 1. The reduction in this case is due to Clauzel, Labesse, and ELS too. In the trace formulas, there are orbital integrals, but there are more complicated orbital integrals, weighted orbital integrals. Weighted orbital integrals is like that. You consider a parabolic subgroup of G. You take X in MF on F a function on G. On the orbital, the weighted orbital integral Gmxf is defined by a formula like this. But now there is a VMG, dg, and Vm is a function defined by Arthur, is a weight function. And essentially, a VMG is a measure of a certain polytope that depends on G. And in the unramified situation, we have a certain version of the fundamental lemma, that is a weighted fundamental lemma. I do not give the precise statement, but essentially is an equality between weighted orbital integrals of the function 1k on a linear combination of weighted orbital integrals of 1kh. But now h is not fixed. It describes a certain finite set of endoscopic group. The weighted fundamental lemma is the subject of a work in progress, and in fact may be finished at the present time, of Chaudouard and Lomont, using a method of Ngo-Bao-Chou. I say just a word on the case where F is not a periodic field, but is a real field. Of course, for a global statement, it's necessary to have to consider this case too. And in this case, we have a transfer conjecture. And the transfer conjecture has been proved by Schellstadt. And now we have another generalization of the situation, that is, there is a generalization of endoscopy. That is a twisted endoscopy. In the twisted endoscopy, you consider G over F, and you consider an automorphism theta of G defined over F. And by duality, you have an automorphism theta check of G check. Then you define the endoscopic triple of G theta. If you remember, in the endoscopic situation, you have a condition that the image of H check is a centralizer, connected centralizer of S. And now we change the definition by the twisted, the connected twisted centralizer, where the twisted centralizer is the set of X in G check, such that XS theta check, the X inverse, is S. Example. Take G is GL to N, and theta, the usual automorphism to G inverse. Then H is SO 2N plus 1, or H is SO 2N, are endoscopic group. And consider G is GL to N plus 1 with the same automorphism. Then H is SO to N plus 1, or H is SP to N, are endoscopic groups. And those examples are very important because the global applications is that to obtain correspondence between automorphic forms on classical groups and automorphic forms on GLN of group GLN that are fixed by the automorphism theta. It's the subject of the great work of Arthur. Now in the twisted case, we have, of course, a twisted fundamental lemma. A twisted transfer conjecture. On a twisted, weighted fundamental lemma. That is the most beautiful, completely incomprehensible. But and the result now is that the two first are true. A twisted fundamental lemma and a twisted transfer conjecture are true. And when Chaudoir and Lomont are finished, the twisted weighted fundamental lemma becomes true too. And here, the reduction is the following. The two assertions can be deduced from one assertion that the same as before, the fundamental lemma for Lie algebras for a field F of characteristic positive, plus what is called the non-standard fundamental lemma, for Lie algebras on characteristic positive. and this implication is due to me. And the two assertion, that is of course the most difficult part, is due to Ngo Baoshu. I make the easy part, and Ngo Baoshu makes the hard part, and I have the award, and all is right. I say a word about the non-standard fundamental lemma. I give just an example. The most interesting example is the pair of group SP2N on SO2N plus 1, the split group. SP2N is not an endoscopic group of SO2N plus 1, and SO2N plus 1 is not an endoscopic group of SP2N. But the two groups have the same maximal tori over bar F, is GL1N, and they have the same Weil groups. So you can make the same business as for endoscopy to have a correspondence, in fact, a bijection in this case, between stable conjugacy classes in SP and in SO2N plus 1. And you can state with a trivial transfer factor, you can state transfer conjecture and fundamental lemma for this situation. And those statements are wrong, but the statement for Lie algebra, for the Lie algebras, we have a fundamental lemma on transfer for the two groups. And that is what is proved by Ngo Baoshu, non-standard fundamental lemma. It is a little surprising that there is a fundamental lemma on transfer for Lie algebras and not for groups. But in fact, there exists fundamental lemma on transfer for groups, but not for SP. As you know, there is a cover, a twofold cover of SP, that is a metaplectic group. A twofold cover of SP. And if you use the transfer factor defined by Adams, the metaplectic group is not an algebraic group, but it is a topological Lie group. And as topological Lie group, of course, it has the same Lie algebra as SP2N. Using this transfer factor, you can prove that there exists a fundamental lemma on transfer for the pair SP tilde 2N SO2N plus 1. Is the subject of a work in progress by Lie. Well, I can say a few words about the perspectives. It's the easy part of the talk. There is no perspectives. In fact, it's not true, because there is, as Ramakrishnan said, there is another type of trace formula, that is a relative trace formula. of Jacquet, Alice, etc. And if you compare relative trace formulas, in fact, in some cases, certain fundamental lemmas are needed. And probably the method of Ngo-Bao-Shou can be used to prove such fundamental lemmas. And in fact, there is a recent example by Yoon that prove such a lemma. But if you to consider just a problem of endoscopy, now the principal problem are resolved. Of course, there is several open questions. But with no consequences at the present time. For instance, you can a good open question is to understand the nilpotent orbital integral. Or if you consider just the problem of transfer, we can hope to describe more closely the transfer. The fundamental lemma gives the transfer of one function, the characteristic function of a maximal compact subgroup or the corresponding Lie algebras. You can opt, there is a question to describe transfer of other interesting function, for example, characteristic function of paraoric subalgebra. Probably we can resolve this problem at the present time using the fundamental lemma on the transfer conjecture. But you can generalize the situation, for instance, to the Moy-Prasad lattices. Moy and Prasad have defined the Moy-Prasad lattices. The name is not due to Moy-Prasad. There are lattices in the Lie algebra, for instance, in GF. There are lattices G gamma R in GF, indexed by an element gamma in the Bruyatitz building of G on a real R. And it is an open question to describe, for instance, the transfer of such a function if R is not an integer. Okay, my talk is over.
That was a wonderful talk. I wondered if there are any questions for the speaker. Yes, Andrew.
Yeah. Which instances of factoriality is going to help it, or does this already help it, perhaps without this?
You can repeat.
Which cases of factoriality
Oui.
is this going to enable one to do?
Which
yes, The principal examples, I think, are the example of a twisted endoscopy that I give before. That is a correspondence between automorphic representation of classical groups on automorphic representations of linear groups of GLN fixed by theta. And now we hope that Arthur gives really the job. Another situation is the base change. We have several results on the base change problem. If you change the field of definition, field F, by a cyclic extension, we can obtain probably the complete result.
You mean that's not the GLN
In general, yes. If somebody is interested, you can describe automorphic representation for G2, for instance, which is an endoscopic group for, if I could remember, is SO on theta of order 3. In fact, in this case, it's necessary. There is to describe closely the set of automorphic representation of classical groups. You have two endoscopic situations. First, the twisted endoscopic situation, that is, for instance, SP2N is an endoscopic group of G or SO 2N plus 1 is an endoscopic group of GL 2N theta. But this endoscopic situation gives only the packet of automorphic representation. To understand what is in the packet, it's needed to consider also the ordinary endoscopic situation of SO2N plus 1. The first give just a parameterization of the packets. To describe in the packets, you need to use the endoscopy.
Any other questions? Well, let's thank the speaker once again for a wonderful talk.